Good morning, happy Friday. We are back with you again this Friday with Cooking with Cranberries. My name's Amelia with Cape Cod Select, and this week we are celebrating Valentine's Day this weekend. So I have put together a Valentine cranberry cookie for you. So we are starting off with, let's see. We need 1 stick of butter melted. So I've already melted the butter. Pour that in there. And then then we have half a cup of brown sugar. And then 1/4 cup of regular granulated sugar. And I'm going to mix that together until just combined, just to get a nice kind of liquidy base here. And next I'm going to add in my egg. You only need 1 egg for this recipe. So crack that layer in there. And you're gonna need some vanilla extract as well. So we are putting in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. All right. Next, we're gonna just mix that together. Get this egg combined in there. And while you're doing this, you can preheat your oven to 350 degrees. All right, so that's combined, and now I'm gonna add in my flour. So I have measured out already a cup and, what was it? Oh, what did I say? A cup and 2/3 flour. So add that in there, along with half a teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. All right, now I'm gonna combine this until it starts to form a nice doughy batter. You can absolutely do this with a electric mixer. Mine's just okay. So I'm just hand stirring mine. So I'm sure Valentine's Day, everyone has some sort of plan, whether you are going out to a restaurant supporting local or you are cooking at home. But these cookies will be a delicious dessert for you and your sweetheart or your family. These could be great for, surprising people. Maybe, you haven't seen somebody because of the pandemic. Drop a couple cookies off on their doorstep. As a nice little Valentine's surprise. So these are cranberry cookies, and they are Valentine themed. So you can make these, they don't have to be Valentine, you can make these anytime. What makes them Valentine cookies is the sprinkles that I'm gonna put into them. That gives it the theme, but you can change it. You can always make these cranberry cookies. So now I have a dough formed. I'm going to add in my white chocolate chips. So I have, where's my one? I'm going to do 1/4 cup chocolate chips, white chocolate chips. And I have my Valentine sprinkles here. So again, they don't have to be Valentine cookies. This week they are, but next month maybe they are St. Patty's Day cookies, and you can do green sprinkles instead. I'm going to put 1/4 cup of sprinkles in there, make them real festive. And next, I'm just going to stir those in just to get them evenly, and then we're going to add in the cranberries. But first, before we add in the cranberries, we're going to have to chop them up. So, all right, I'm going to grab those out of my freezer. And we are using Cape Cod Select premium frozen cranberries. They are America's original superfruit. Did you know that? You can find these in your local grocery store nationwide. And they, again, are available in your freezer aisle. So I'm gonna do half a cup of frozen cranberries, and I'm gonna chop them up. So grab my half a cup. So you wanna scoop them out first, and then you're going to put them on your cutting board. And I like to use a hand chopper. I know all different brands have them. I like to use this one. You can absolutely do it in a food processor and just do like a couple pulses to break up the cranberries. You don't want them teeny tiny, like powdered cranberry pieces. You want them to be kind of like a nice chunk so you can get a bite when you're eating your cookie. But you do want them small enough that it incorporates into your batter. And what's great, cranberries give it a nice, beautiful red color to kind of stick with our theme of Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna put these. So this is what my chopped up cranberries look like. And these are frozen. I did not defrost them. They keep them frozen. But what you do want to do is incorporate them into the dough pretty quickly before they start to thaw. Because once they start to thaw, the dough gets a little trickier to work with, and you start to get a little bit of the pink running through your dough. Cranberries actually used to be used as a natural dye, and so they are very pigmented. All right, so, okay, look at this dough. It's so pretty. Nice, pretty Valentine dough. So, I'm just gonna use my hands and roll the balls of dough and to make cookie dough balls to put. Sorry, my phone was giving me a notification. I'm running low on storage. So I actually, this is kind of my secret weapon. I use this. This is not an ad. This is just what I use at home, but it's called the Perfect Cookie. And it literally, I just put it on top of a tray here, and it cooks cookies perfectly. You don't get that like brown burnt bottom. So I definitely, that's kind of my new secret weapon is using this to make perfectly delicious cookies. So I'm just rolling these into nice little balls here. You can absolutely use a cookie scooper as well if that is your jam. But I'm just gonna, this batter, this dough makes about 24 cookies. I mean, obviously, depending on the size of your dough balls, you might get more and you might get less. But roll these in here. And I like to make sure that I get, you know, a little cranberry, a little chocolate, and a little sprinkle in each. And I kind of like to put my cranberries on the top there, so when they bake, you can see the cranberry on top, and they're really pretty. So you're probably gonna only be able to, well, yeah, you'll get 12 cookies on your first batch, and you get another 12 on your second. Again, depending on the size of the balls you're rolling here, will depend on how many cookies you end up with, but I'm sure many of you know you've baked cookies before. It's not super rocket science, but they're super delicious, and everyone really appreciates them when you make them some cookies. All right, almost done rolling. And I do recommend having a second cookie tray. Don't wait to roll them because, like I said, when the cranberries start to thaw, they're going to start running the pink through the dough a little bit. And I mean, maybe that's the look you want to go for and you want some, you know, more pink cookies, but I would just roll out all the cookies at once, set the one extra one on the side. All right, so my hands are gross, but I have perfectly looking cookie balls. They're kind of baked, but I like big cookies. So I'm gonna pop this in my oven, and you're gonna cook Between 10 and 12 minutes. So I will say with this cookie sheet, because you're not getting the heat from a like metal pan, if you're cooking on a traditional cookie sheet or a cooking pan, you would want to cook it about 10 minutes, but with that, I'm cooking it 12 minutes. You want to make sure that your edges aren't browning, but you want to make sure that the cookie is cooked through all the way, but you're going to get these nice, soft, delicious cookies. So I'm going to set my timer for 12 minutes for those. And when you're all done, you will get beautiful looking, fun, festive Valentine cranberry cookies. And you can see those, cranberry pieces, you get the white chocolate and festive Valentine sprinkles. So that's it for this week's Cooking with Cranberries. Have a lovely weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. And I will catch you next week with a new recipe to try.